Welcome to the Networking with Michelle podcast, the show dedicated on providing you the how-tos of marketing and networking strategies. Here we believe in the Jim Rohn quote, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Hey now, good people, Michelle Gomez. Welcome back to another episode of Networking with Michelle. This is like part 2 of my weekend, and Saturday night I was truly fortunate to meet my favorite stars from STARZ, the hit show Power. Man, I was able to meet Julio, Tommy, and Dre. Shout out to AT&T, hashtag the bridge AT&T for a great event. And once again, I was able to go in as media and do a group interview. And I met Tommy, real name Joseph Sikora, Julio, real name J.R. Ramirez, and Andre, also known as Dre, real name is Rotimi, and I'm not even going to mess up his last name because I know how that feels. But I had a chance to meet those brothers, and I'm telling you, they are some great guys, like great characters. Like, yes, they're actors, but I'm talking about like pure comedy. Guys, you could just literally, I don't drink beer, but literally sit down and just drink and take some Serbian shots and chug some beer with them and really have a good time. And I actually think that's what impressed me the most about them. So this took place at AT&T here in Houston off of 59 and I think it's Newcastle, Buffalo Speedway. Right across the street from Lakewood, or across the freeway from Lakewood. And so I went upstairs, and it was the three of them together, and it was me with two of my other bloggers from the Houston African American bloggers. Shout out to Houston African American bloggers for the opportunity. And so it was a group interview, and they told us 5 minutes, but we had about like 7 to 10 minutes to talk to these guys. And like they came out the gate with just personality, and I was like, wow, usually it takes a while to warm up with people. And I didn't know where they were because there was other media before, so they get tired, but they were truly there for the people. And I took some pictures with them, and that was really cool. But I think what impressed me the most, on top of their winning personalities, was afterwards they took pictures with everyone that attended, and they were like doing like some really silly poses and acting a fool. And I was like, that's really cool, because they have, I'll just go ahead and say, definitely the number one show on STARZ, right? But probably one of the most popular shows on TV right now. And it could be easy to get a big head and, whatever. But they were just, good sport when it came to everything that evening. So I'm going to play a clip of the interview, the group interview I had a chance to do with them. Also, so after I did my group interview, the event was hosted by Lonnie. And the DJ for the night was DJ Hawk from 93.7. So they came down, and Lonnie interviewed the three guys for about 30 minutes, which I was really impressed. I've been to stuff like this, and you'll get like 10 to 15 minutes, right? And then like 2 questions from the audience. But it was 30 minutes. And what I learned, Tommy's actually from Polish. Tommy is Polish. J.R. Ramirez is Cuban. And of course, Andre. Rotimi is Nigerian, and they talked about the diversity within their cast, which is like, but you don't know. And so I thought that was really cool to learn that about the guys. Shout out to Rotimi. He has a new song. The song is jamming. It's called Want More, featuring Cranium, and it has that Afro-Caribbean feel. So he performed that song as well as another song that evening, and his new album is coming out this week, August 4th. It's coming out this week, so be on the lookout for that. The single is called Want More, and I listen to Google Play, but it's available everywhere. Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. So check him out. Follow him on Instagram at Rotimi to get the latest, because he's also on tour with August Alsina. So I know that's a hot mix right there if I think about it. So hey, without further ado, I'm gonna go into the interview with the Power Stars. So check it out, and I'll see you on the other side. So I have a question, Rotimi.
Yes.
So, because I know you also do your music,
Yes.
has there been a specific song that you wrote and you're like, man, this has to get in the show?
That's a good question. I say, dang, if I could choose, it'd be the one that I just came out with now.
Oh, okay.
It's called One More, featuring
Okay.
Cranium. So
Okay.
it came out yesterday, so
Oh,
I probably
wow.
want that
Okay.
later in the season.
So I'm gonna check that out
Are there
tonight.
any stations that are playing it here in Houston?
Yeah, actually, Houston just picked it up.
Yeah, you know which ones? Hey, Nate, you know what radio station?
Box in Houston. Box.
Fox in Houston.
Yep.
You can let them know. Fox in
Yeah.
Houston is playing that song if they want to hear it.
Okay, cool.
Can we look forward to an album or anything?
Well, yeah, my album's coming out. It's actually an EP. It's called Cheap Music, August 4th. You can
August
pre-order it now. Yeah.
Okay, y'all hear that? August 4th. Yeah.
iTunes, Spotify, get it. And iTunes, you can get that there.
Okay, so for you two, where's your relationship going now that on the show? Now that you know Kanan isn't dead, like what's your relationship supposed to be like going forward?
Julio, I think, really has a bad feeling about Greg at the end of it all. Yeah, but he's really just trying to move up. He's finally got a position to lead the distro, and he's trying to do his job. So his loyalty stems. It's his worst weakness, it's blinded. It blinds him. So he just really wants to believe that Dre is in this for the right reasons. So you guys gotta watch.
So, like, what other projects do you two have going on? Because I know y'all have some other stuff going on.
Yeah, I got some stuff coming up. I can't really talk about it. I can't talk about anything, but you guys will know soon enough.
Oh, I've got quite a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just finished a great thriller called Motivated Seller with Michael Ealy, Megan Good, and Dennis Quaid.
That's gonna be.
That should probably be coming out early next year. I'm just finishing the post-production on my first, my directorial debut, that I co-directed. It's a short film called The Separatists. It's a futuristic story about celebrating the individual when we're kind of pulled into different factions based on race, religion, and creed. It still really exists in America. It's set 10 years into the future in a pre-apocalyptic world.
Now, Sikora, I believe you're a nice guy, but I'm pretty sure deep down inside there's a Tommy Eagen.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your favorite part about playing Tommy on the show?
You know what? Probably some of the favorite parts that you have that you know exist in you. When people cross, Tommy is the living embodiment of when people push somebody too far.
Yeah.
Tommy's just too far is just not that far.
Yeah.
And so, but I think we all have that. And when somebody crosses our line, this animal comes out in us sometimes. And that is Tommy. And Tommy's ferocious. And I think that even when he's trying to be funny, people laugh at his jokes because not that they're funny, but because like I just don't want to
The attitude.
So I think there's a lot of that, and I think that some of that is some of my favorite parts about playing. His crazy is very calculated.
So what do y'all do to kind of get prepared for your scenes, play your roles? How do you tap into the crazy?
I'll answer it real quick. I always say that I keep Tommy as close as I need him. So sometimes on set, I'm not super crazy method, but every now and again, when it's an intense scene or the scene calls for it, I need to keep Tommy a little closer, and I'm just like, I need a little bit of space. But most of the time, I do my homework at home, so I'm ready to bring him to set.
I agree. I do the homework at home, and then it becomes a conversation. When you work with people that you can have a conversation with about the scene in a relationship, it's smoother that way. So you can actually just figure out, okay, you like this? Do I like that? How you feel? You watch what it is. So it's more so listening in the scene as well. So I spend a lot of time doing that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I prepare at the house, watch a lot of movies, read a lot of books and stuff about it. But we're blessed enough to be able to have such amazing talents that are so willing to collaborate together and really dig before we even get in there. Our rehearsal process is it's like nothing I've ever been a part of. And it really, I think, speaks for the kind of work that we put out there.
And it's really an ensemble show. And I think that maybe not since The Wire have we seen such an ensemble show where I think people, the stories bob and weave of where the audience is following and where they're going, and yet everything remains relevant and present.
Okay, so what are some things we can expect from the rest of this season? We want some scoops.
Crazy. Crazy. You mean when Drake graduates from community college? Because it's going to be big?
Every week I have a theory, so I don't know.
Is it true every week or?
Some. I'm pretty good.
And the king.
Well, I knew Angela was gonna get Ghost off because she's too smart and too perfect and too calculated, and she has that moral code that she's always struggling with. Right. I didn't think it was gonna happen so soon, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I knew he was gonna kill someone.
How wonderful Leela Lauren played that when she said. When they were asking her about if this was true about her with her relationship with James St. Patrick in terms of the Lobo murder, and how much Leela Lauren as an actress gilded that until she had to say yes. I think that was a really great choice.
Then I kind of felt like this last episode 5, was like the first time there was actually a lie, because Ghost had a lie on Stan, but I think for the most part every character has been telling the truth for all 4 years.
Wonderfully portrayed by Omari Harper. And how many levels has he brought to that character?
Right.
Phenomenal actor. But Ghost has been a liar since the first episode.
So why did Tommy feel the need to confess to murdering his girlfriend? I mean...
To Tasha?
Yeah.
Because that's his sister, that's his family. And I think that when you let a wound fester, all it is going to do is ultimately bring you down. When you have the luxury of family, which is something that Tommy has been looking for and even tried to create himself throughout the series, he finally leaned on Tasha. She accepted it, and even if she didn't totally believe it, she turned a negative situation into a positive situation, which Tasha has also consistently done for both big men in her life. With Ghost and Tom.
I think the $1 million question is, according to Facebook, online, Twitter, is Teresi your father or Holly's father? Oh, okay. We'll keep that off the record. But I don't know. But that's the $1 million question out there right now.
I got something in my stomach.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. There you have it. The Power interview with Sikora, Ramirez, and Rotimi, a.k.a. Tommy, Julio, and Dre. And I actually saved a little bit for you, right? I said off the record, and obviously I'm putting it on here. So look, we are down to the last 4 episodes of Power. And, who is Teresi? Is it Tommy's dad or Holly's dad? So I have a feeling, God, I'm so conflicted on this one. God, I don't know, but look. Oh man, I love this show. I don't think I've ever been so emotionally invested in a show since I started watching Power. It's just crazy. But anyways, I want to thank you for staying tuned. I'm coming back with another episode tomorrow, Wednesday, professional business episode with Zach Miller. So be on the lookout for that. But, I really just want to do episodes like this to give you a glimpse into the opportunities I have, a preview of my life. I really want this podcast to be all encompassing. And I know a lot of podcasts is really about, you got to pick a niche. And I've been struggling with that this whole time I've been in business. And I think if you just stay with me on this journey over the next couple of months, there's a lot of stuff about Michelle Gomez that's about to unfold. And I hope that you are willing to stay on the journey, and you're ready, and you will be ready for what's about to happen. Remember, I believe in you. Personal connection leads to an influential network. Thanks for networking with Michelle.